Hello and welcome to Student Loan Consolidation CRM training. Training should be less than 15 minutes. Since you're viewing this video, at this time you should have already received the URL and also your username and password. Go ahead and log in. Once you log in, it will typically prompt you to your last view session. In this case, mine was a dashboard. On the dashboard, you'll see an overview of all your files. The top portion applies for DNP, and the bottom portion of the top applies for student loan consolidation. As you can see the count amount, and if you select one of these options, on the bottom hand, you'll see the pipeline for that particular disposition. On the right hand side, you have your daily calendar. You also can select weekly and the following day, so on and so forth. You're able to go ahead and schedule a callback or an appointment directly in this calendar, or you're also able to do that in your lead. Once you create a appointment, you can also connect it with your Outlook on your desktop. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and create a lead, and we do that by going to File on the top left corner and select New. From here, you're also able to go back to your current client and to the dashboard, which is the screen you're currently viewing. Let's go ahead and create a new client. First thing you want to do is you want to disposition it correctly, which is student loan. Lead source is something you will need to discuss with your management. And then you will need to enter in the client's basic information. These fields are required in order to save, which you do on the bottom right hand side. Once you save the file, you'll see here on the right hand side that these new dispositions open up. It will automatically prompt it as a new student loan lead. Next thing you can do is prompt it as program presented, soft quoted, ready for quality control. When you submit ready for quality control, processing and underwriting will automatically prompt it to QC verified once the information has been verified. Next thing we need to do is go ahead and enter in the client's mailing address. City and state is automatically populated by placing in a zip code. Client's social security number, date of birth, and the client's email. The language the client speaks, you have two options, English or Spanish. Hopefully your client speaks one of those two. Best time to call. And on the bottom portion you have the co-applicant's information, which would be a co-signer, and typically for federal student loan consolidation it would be a parent. You can go ahead and place that information here. Next, what you need to do is on the top right corner is select student loan additional info. You will go ahead and place the FAFSA PIN, which is always a 4-digit. And for security reasons, we need some security questions like mother's maiden name, favorite color, hospital born in, city born in, elementary school, and favorite pastime. Then we need the employer's information, the address, city, state, zip, phone number, position, and then we need to go into the financial information. If the client files tax returns jointly, it's typically if they are married. If they are married, you need to know if they filed jointly or not. If single, just select no. Family size, one is applicant, husband and wife, or kid, so on and so forth. Applicant's annual income is placed in here. And if the client was married, the spouse's annual income is placed here, and if they have student loan debt as well. If you do place an annual income here for your spouse, and they do file taxes jointly, it will automatically add the two together. Next that you need to do is add a driver's license number, state issued in, and we will need two references as well. First one, we'll call him Bob Hope. We'll get, again, a random address. City, state, and zip code. Phone number, email, and relationship type. And then we would do the same thing for reference number 2. Once you've gathered the personal information and also the student loan additional info, please go ahead and save your file. And then on the right hand side, you're going to disposition the client status as ready for quality control. What's going to happen is you are also able to place optional notes in there. Once you disposition your client to ready for quality control, an email is sent to underwriting department and also the processing department. With the information that you have now provided on personal information and student loan additional info, we'll be able to identify the client's federal loans eligible for consolidation, the balances, and also the new repayment options. You will receive an email saying QC has been verified. The email will provide you with the file number and also client name. At that time, you can go ahead and go back to your file, and you will also see on the bottom of the log the client's debt amount, loan types, and so on and so forth. And also on a separate log, you will see the client's repayment options. That information is automatically also going to be imported into student loan. Since the QC has not been completed and this is a fake client, what I'm going to have to do is put in the total debt amount in here, $35,000, and also the marital status. This client was single. Given that I have the marital status, household income, family size, and total balance, I am now able to provide the client with estimated repayments. And they are estimated since these are estimated figures. When everything is imported, all these fields will be completed. You will see your total debt amount here. You will see the fee amount, their new interest rate, and their new term. Their monthly payments are placed here. Once you've gone over this with your client, you'll need to schedule a draft date for the consolidation fee. You can do it one time or up to 3. In this case, we're going to do a 3 payment. Schedule that one for today, and we'll schedule this one from a week from today, and we'll schedule the third one from 2 weeks from today. We must make sure that the bottom portion here, total, equals 0. So in the event I didn't put the 66, you would see it was short. You're going to go ahead and save the file. And now we need to identify how the client is going to pay for the consolidation fee. The option is either ACH, which is a routing number and account number, or by a card with Visa, MasterCard, which means credit card, check card, savings cards, so on and so forth. The payment information is going to be placed here. For ACH, you place that information here, and for credit card, it's going to be here. For this example, we're going to go ahead and do credit card. And you have the option to either do it through the applicant or a co-applicant, which means a third party is paying for it. In this case, we'll go ahead and do the applicant and the issuing bank. card type, or card number, sorry, and expiration date. The expiration date is always going to be 2 digits for the month and 2 digits for the year. And you can go ahead and save that. Next thing we need to do is we need to send out the agreement. We use a software called DocuSign, which allows clients to receive an email with the agreement, be able to review, then sign. First thing I would do is make sure that the information on personal information and also the student loan additional information is correct. Then I'll go to Forms, I'll go to Add Forms, and I'll need to generate these forms. In order to generate the forms, you go ahead and select the student loan agreement, the credit card authorization form 1, and in this case, since we're doing 3 payments, we'll select 2 and 3 as well. We'll generate, and what generating does, it populates the information from the CRM onto the forms. Now that we've generated the agreement, we can also click on it to view it. Next thing we're going to do is get it out for signing by selecting Sign. Box will come up. Next thing you're going to need to do is select the template type, which is student loan. It will add the templates that you have generated, select them, send document. Typically takes about 45 seconds to a minute for the client to receive it to the email that is provided here. Once the agreement is sent, it will change status down here where the date is to sent, and then once completed, it will change to completed. And now you have completed the agreement. You can go ahead and change it to contract received and notify the client that they will receive a compliance call from Student Loan Consolidation Center within 48 hours, and it is extremely important that they take this call. Now you've completed the training for the CRM. We appreciate you taking the time and look forward to your growth and success. Thank you.